So in life, often when people are faced with a multitude of options to choose from, what they usually end up doing is they make no choice. They do nothing. I should really clean the shop today. I don't really know where to start, maybe tomorrow. And I think that this scenario perfectly applies to the Shapton Sharpening stone lines. Now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the Shapton Sharpening stone lines. The problem is, which one do you get? And honestly, I don't really know, and here's why. So the goal of this video is to try to find the difference between the Kuromaku line and the glass stone line. Why would you choose one over the other? Now I tried to narrow this down with one of the most popular grits. 1000 grit. But that leaves me with 4 stones. The Kuromaku 1000, the glass stone 1000, the Kuromaku 1500, and the Kuromaku 2000. Now don't get me wrong, all of these stones are slightly different grits. Slightly. But they're so close together, I think that you could really substitute any one of these stones for any of the other one of these stones. You could come off of a coarse profiling stone like this diamond plate and go right to any one of these, and with a handful of passes, refine the scratches from this coarse stone. Then go to a strop and pretty much get any sharpness your heart desires. So I did test this by going straight from a 1000 grit Kuromaku to a 5000 grit Kuromaku, and then to an 8000 grit Norton. 1000 to 5000 to 8000, and the polish on here is about as mirror, I think, as you could get. I mean, it looks like an absolute mirror to the naked eye. There is no large scratches in that bevel that I can see with my naked eye whatsoever. So this is what this mirror looks like up close. Honestly, I don't think that this tells us a whole lot because this is just what a mirror polish looks like up close. These are like 5 and 8000 grit scratches. To the naked eye, this is a mirror polish. This isn't even that close, by the way. Now even Shapton's own website seems to be confused as to not only why you'd need so many grits so close together, but also what the real world difference is between the Kuromaku line, the Glassstone line, and even some of their other lines, like the Rockstar line, which I don't have. I mean, they even have 2 different abrasive types in some of the Glassstone grits. Supposedly one is better for high carbon steel and one is better for stainless. I mean, if that's the case, why not just go with a Kuromaku line that works evenly on both? Now, I tried to do some outside research on this, and it seems, generally speaking, a lot of people were even more confused than I am. The glass stone finishes are much finer and cut much faster than the Kuromaku Pro line though, regardless of steel. Your statement is inconsistent with the testing results of this blog's documented evidence. Now I read the blog and it seems like some interesting experiments, but with 2 problems. No mention of how all of the different grit stones, even though labeled 1000 grit, aren't all the same grit. Because even in Shapton's own company, there's no grit standard. The Kuromaku 1000 isn't the same grit as the Glassstone 1000. So this is a very old blog post from 2011 or 15 years ago. Kind of crazy. So I think it's kind of unfair to pick it apart with some updated information, but a couple of things that you're going to want to look for in stone comparisons in regards to speed or effectiveness throughout a given steel range or throughout different steels. And that is going to be steel hardness and how the different stones actually compare grit-wise. As we know, just because it says 1000 grit doesn't mean it's 1000 grit or an equal grit. These results show that on low alloy steels, the Pro Kuromaku line will cut faster and wear slower than the glass, and the scratch pattern being very similar. The problem is that the scratch patterns aren't the same. Do you have any documented evidence of your findings? Actually, I do. So this is kind of difficult to tell initially, but as we zoom in, the Glassstone 1000 grit is definitely finer than the Kuromaku 1000 grit. See, I think this is the main problem when comparing stones is nothing is equal. We could buy 10 1000 grit stones and have a range of grit sizes in terms of the actual scratch pattern they leave on the knife. I think this is why in most tests comparing these 2, the Kuromaku 1000 and the Glassstone 1000, the Kuromaku 1000 seems to cut faster, because it's just a coarser grit. So here's another stone as an example of this grit problem. The Norton 1000 grit waterstone. The scratch pattern it leaves is completely different than the Shapton Splash and Go stones. It's just a muddier pattern, which would make sense since there's a slurry on top of the stone as you're sharpening. And if we look at the Norton compared to the Shaptons, I mean, who knows? The particles are kind of all over the place. But wait, what are those? They're like little metal spheres in the stone matrix. I have absolutely no idea what those are. So I tried to find these things again under some higher magnification, but I couldn't find them again. Really weird. I'll have to get back to you on this. If you know what they are, leave a comment below.
It flew without wings.
So another thing to consider when comparing stones is how hard you actually push the knife into the stone affects material removal rate to a point. Not going to get too in depth here, but hard passes just remove more material than light passes. I don't think that this is a super difficult concept to grasp. I demonstrate this by mirror polishing a knife bevel and then making a light pass on a Kuromaku 1000 stone. I then do the same thing and compare it to a heavy pass. The heavy pass actually removes so much material, it really accentuated the fact that I was slightly off my initial bevel and removed material beyond what I should have. And I think that this further illustrates just how difficult it can be to compare different stones where the grit sizes are very similar, since it's very difficult for humans to control small amounts of force in any meaningful way. Now I'll come back to this grit talk in a second. Now there is a difference in feel between the Kuromaku line and the glass stone line. In my opinion, regardless of grit. The glass stone definitely has a softer, smoother feel to it than the Kuromaku. Even if we compare 1000 grit glass to, say, a 1500 or 2000 grit Kuromaku, the glass stone feels softer. The Kuromaku line is definitely harder and harder wearing. Now personally, I do like the feel of the Glassstone 1000 better than the Kuromaku 1000, 1500, or even 2000. The Glassstones just have a better overall feel to them when using them, but nothing in life is free, my friends. With that feel, you're giving up the fact that it's just a faster wearing stone. The Glassstone 1000 definitely wears faster than the Kuromaku 1000, even being a finer grit, which usually wears slower. Now on the same line, you do get a lot more abrasive with the Kuromaku line, especially considering the Kuromaku line wears slower than the Glassstone line. So where does this Glassstone 1000 fit in the Kuromaku line in terms of grit? Now, I did days worth of testing trying to figure this out. So this is all the same lighting and magnification, but here we have in order of scratch pattern from coarsest to finest. We have the Kuromaku 1000, then the Kuromaku 1500, then both the Glassstone 1000 and the Kuromaku 2000 are really similar. Like, really similar. But I mean, all of these are really similar if you ask me. And honestly, this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird. And I won't really get into why in this video, but mainly because the particle size on the Glassstone 1000 looks smaller than the particles on the Kuromaku 2000. I don't really know. The 1000 grit glass definitely looks a little bit finer than the 2000 grit Kuromaku, but they leave similar scratch patterns? I don't know. Now this could have something to do with the Kuromaku stone being a denser, harder wearing stone, but I'm not gonna say for sure in this video. Actually, I think that's exactly why. So how does this video help you choose which 1000 grit stone to buy? I don't know. That's what I said in the beginning.
I don't really know.
And I honestly can't make up my mind which one I like using better. It's like comparing a pickup truck to a sports car, and maybe that's a good analogy. The Glassstone line would be better for lighter, faster work, where the Kuromaku line would be better for heavy duty use. I don't know. But I do know if I had to choose one to use for the rest of my life, I'll link it below. But in all honesty, either one will do good work on most steels. I mean, both work for K390, CPM M4, S110V, if you use a diamond strop afterwards, mind you. And the 1000 grit Glassstone does cut slightly slower because it's a slightly finer grit than the Kuromaku 1000. Now keep in mind that the Glassstone doesn't come with any base, and you'll need one of those. By base, I mean this plastic holder base thing. The Kuromaku does. Anyway, this was probably a completely useless video, but hey, there's a multitude of other reviewers out there to choose from, if you know what I'm saying.
I think I want my money back.